I picked up my medication, and the pharmacy tech looked at me weirdly. She asked, "Do you know these prescriptions could kill you?" I laughed. I'd been taking those pills since I was 8 years old, mood stabilizers, for my bipolar disorder. She pulled up my file, asked who my psychiatrist was. I gave her Dr. Flores' name, my new doctor since I moved out 6 months ago. She frowned. Dr. Flores flagged my account, said I didn't have bipolar disorder and shouldn't be on these meds at all. I called Dr. Flores from the parking lot. He asked me straight up, "Who diagnosed you? Who told you that you had this?" I couldn't remember. I just remembered always taking pills. Every morning since 3rd grade. Dr. Flores told me to come in immediately. Brought my file. Turns out I'd been prescribed heavy-duty antipsychotics and mood stabilizers for 18 years based entirely on my mother's reports. No psychological testing, no behavioral documentation from teachers, nothing but her word that I was aggressive, erratic, and uncontrollable. I went to my parents' house that weekend while they were gone. They still had boxes in the attic from when we moved when I was 15. I found my old report cards. Every single teacher said the same thing. Enthusiastic, creative, questions authority but respectful, needs to focus better, but bright kid. Not one mention of behavioral problems, not one. I found a letter buried in one of Mom's boxes. My elementary school counselor, Mrs. Patterson, addressed my parents when I was 9. She wrote that she was concerned about the over-medication of a high-spirited but healthy child, that my energy and creativity were normal for my age. The medication seemed to be flattening my personality and affecting my schoolwork. 3 months after that letter, my parents pulled me out and homeschooled me for 2 years. I remember that. Mom said the school wasn't challenging enough for me. I found my old journals next. I kept them until I was 16, then stopped because I didn't feel like I had anything to say anymore. Age 14, I wrote, "I don't feel like myself. Everything feels flat, like I'm watching life happen to me through a window. Mom says this is what balanced feels like. I used to be too much and now I'm just right, but I miss feeling like too much." Age 15. I stopped drawing. I used to draw all the time, but now when I look at blank paper, I just feel nothing. Mom says that's good, that I'm channeling my energy better, but I don't feel any energy at all. Age 16. Kelsey asked why I never laugh anymore. I didn't know how to answer. I didn't realize I stopped. I found emails between my parents next. My dad questioned if the meds were really necessary when I was 12. My mom insists I was unmanageable without them, that I was defiant and wild and needed to be controlled before I became dangerous like her mother. Her mother. My grandmother died when I was 5. I barely remember her, but I remember my mom never wanted to talk about her. Said she was cruel and selfish and ruined everything she touched. I found more letters. Different doctors have questioned the diagnosis over the years. My mom always finds new doctors who'd keep prescribing, always describing me as violent, unpredictable, a danger to myself and others. I was never any of those things. I'd never hit anyone, never broke anything in anger. I was just loud, questioned things, wanted to know why. The last thing I found was a photo. I was at age 8, before the medication. I was covered in paint, laughing at something, holding up a drawing. My dad's sister, Aunt Lynn, was next to me, also covered in paint. On the back, my mom had written in pen, "Just like Lynn, God help us." Aunt Lynn left the family when I was 9. Mom always said she was selfish, took off for California, and never looked back. I tried to find her on Facebook once when I was 20, but came up empty. I called my parents, told them what I found, started yelling about the letters and the lies. My mom broke down, said I don't understand, that I was like her mother, that she watched her mother destroy her father with criticism and independence and creative chaos, that every time I questioned her or pushed back or made a mess with art projects, she saw her mother. She said she was protecting me from becoming that person. The medication saved me from my own nature. My dad admitted he went along with it, that he convinced himself it was necessary, that mom knew best. I'd been off the medication for 6 months at that point, 6 months since Dr. Flores took me off everything, and I felt alive for the first time since childhood. I'd started painting again.